everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Let's put some paint on the back. Ooh, hey everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Evil Ted here. This is, I know you're probably saying, where's my background? But the reason being is because, is something open? There it is. Got it. Okay. I had my YouTube still open. Let's go through everybody. There's Century. Good morning. There's Kevin. There's Going Ape Costume. Good morning, Becky. Brian. Kevin. Oh, Pound of the Week. Handy Cannon. You can't call it the pew pew word. There's Toby. Toby, good morning. Thank you for joining us today. Yeah. Ooh, hey, Jess. There's Jesse. Today, guys, we're working on, this is the push week. This is the last week for everything to build. I mean, there's a handful of things I can do on set. I'm trying to take care of the most things that take time, which you guys haven't seen, those control panels. Where's my phone? See, just when you think you have stuff together, let me, yeah, I definitely want to have my phone with me. Let me adjust the camera a little bit more, guys. You guys can see my shop. It's going to be one of those days. I'm going to be doing a little back and forth, so I don't want the curtain up. So, you sound, oh, amen, Becky. To the point where my wife was really concerned, like, hey, Ted, I said, yeah, I do this all the time. And I finally realized, you don't have to ping it. I know exactly where it is, Becky. I just have to go get it. Yeah, I've been working since April. Now, when I've been working, like, I've been doing 8 hours, but then throughout the week, it got longer and longer and longer. And so I bit off a lot. And the thing is, people always say you should hire people. And here's the problem, is that I would love to hire people. It's just the people I used to hire are working, or they're retired, or I lost connection with a lot of people. So with me building stuff, there's people I trust. And there's a dear friend of mine, Bruce Mitchell, who's fantastic. He's a great fabricator. And he goes to this thing called Neotropolis in the desert. And I would love to bring him on. And your wife's going to make you take, oh man. Yeah, I can't nap during the day, but I definitely want to go to bed early. He has this thing called Neotropolis. It's super fun. But anyway, he's available. And so when I add the spaceship we're having built right now, it's going to get delivered to set. And I still have to do the interior of it. Like there's the prop guy, the set designer guy built this cockpit. And it looks beautiful. You got it done. It works. It's gorgeous. He is going to bring it to set. It's going to be painted one solid color. And then we're going to go in. I'm going to dress it. And so I need, I love it. So I need a lot of stuff. I need help putting it together. I have about 2 days to dress the interior. And I have stuff that I built, like those monitors and stuff are going in. I've had those built. Those are going to just drop in. There's some things I'm making too that have to be dropped in later. So right now I am doing that. I'm a bit fried. But let me go downstairs, get my phone, show you some stuff. Oh, hey, here's something I want to show you guys. Ta-da! Oh no, there's a fire. This is the foam fire extinguisher. And it came together. Isn't that amazing? This, the thing that tipped over the edge is the label my buddy, the modifier made for me. And this is, if you guys look closely, is the E.T. Smith and Sons. He made that for me. Bless his heart. He made this, and he did some more thing. He's got the propulsion thing. I'm gonna probably do. I'd say I do it next Sunday, but I'm gonna do it this week. I'll post pictures of it. This came together. I have to build a stand for it to hang on the wall. But what's really kind of, usually when you're doing something like this, matching colors always they're close but never spot on. But literally the red I bought, this is apple red. This is Rust-Oleum 2X's apple red. I'm like, yeah, red's good. I just came home, sprayed it. When I put it next to the fire extinguisher, it's literally the same apple red color. The color's perfect. It's a perfect match. It's insane. So usually when it's a stump product, you cut away, not a big difference. But yeah. Hey, Gundam. There's Gundams, you guys. Hey, Gundam. Yeah, this came together. So I'm very happy with this. And I wanted to show you guys the finished results. There it is. And again, see this top, see how nice and smooth that is on that thing? It's gap filler, people. Getting this curve on the surface like this, on this dome, never would have been possible if it wasn't for gap filler. Hold on. Tell your friends, go to Prop Monkey Studios. This is what I use all the time. This is excuse my language, the shit. Gap filler. It is a. Oh yes, Becky. Please, guys, grab this link. This is guys. All guys. Becky's gonna grab this. I'm sorry. Going Ape costume is gonna grab it. And but this is stuff that I'm telling you. Becky uses this stuff, right? It's a flexible compound. It's non-toxic, and you ladle it on. You guys can watch last week's video on this. You ladle it on, let it smooth it, let it dry. You can do a little sand if you want, a little 500 grit sandpaper. Boom, done. It's so beautiful. That fixes all my problems. All right, anyway. All right, guys, I'm gonna grab my phone. I'll be right back. Please, 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 please stand by. I'm back. Ooh, man, I'm waking up. So this technique I'm doing with these control panels and monitors, we're going for a little bit further in the future. There's a combination. There's some old stuff like the fighter crafts and the ships have monitors, but they do have switch and gauges because they're pilots. They need to have things they can grab and joysticks and whatnot. But the monitors are like a little a la Star Trek. There's a lot of touch screen things here and there. So that's what I did for the technique and the effect. Let me grab some samples here. I can show you real quick. Go over here, guys. What we have, just so you guys can see what's going on here. This is the, oops. I had to move my camera, so hold on, guys. This is my buddy Johnallensoares. We had some ideas for graphics, and he generated these for me. Has some designs, and we put them on. They're PDF files, super cool graphics, and we went to Kinko's, and I printed this stuff called backlight paper. And the backlight paper is designed to be lit from behind. To give you guys an example, watch this. You have this, and you just go, and look at that, see? Yeah, lights right up, like that. See, so you have this. I don't know if you guys can, I'm trying to get you guys can see it. There we go. See? Okay, hold on, guys. Anyway, that's it. There you go. You get it. So I had these guys. They're really thin, and I want to protect them. So what I did was I had some PETG plastic. It's clear, flexible plastic. Not acrylic, because acrylic is very dense and hard to cut, and it'll break. This is not. This is very flexible and clear. So I cleaned everything off, laid the photograph, the print down on it, on top, cut the plastic the exact size, okay, cut it, and laid it down, and took Scotch tape on the edge for this guy, so I can light it from behind, and it has the shiny touchscreen thing. So I made a box. This goes in. So it's back here, and it drops in here. But I realized yeah, sorry guys, let me move this camera for you guys so you can see what's going on here. It's kind of hard. I moved it for the control panel thing, but let's move this real quick for you guys. Here we go. That's better. But you can still see the Scotch tape. It drives me nuts. So I don't want to see that. I'm going to cover that. So I bought some pinstriping. Now here's the funny story. When I bought this pinstriping, I thought I was going to get like super. You know, sometimes when you buy Amazon, you got to double check the sizes on things. Like, oh, this is this, and you order it, and it shows up, and it's like, it's not the size what you thought it was going to be, which happens a lot. So you have to look out, guys, with Amazon. You got to really pay attention to dimensions, measurements, and size. All right, but I got this stuff, and I'm like, oh, it's a bit big for pinstriping, but it came up. This being this thick pinstriping, I love it now. So it came in very handy because now I've been using this on the computer panels. I've been using so now I'm going to use it so I can just. It's thick enough to where I can adjust it to how thick I want it to be. So I'm going to put that on the outside of these guys to hide these Scotch tape lines, right? It doesn't need to be a lot. So that's what we're going to do next. Here, I'm going to have my tape like this. Here, use some scissors, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, where's my X-Acto one too? Got my T-square. Okay, here. So I get it started. So it's thick enough. I can just put it where it needs to go. So I just go ahead and peel it up like this. Yeah, make sure everything's clean first. Man, this desk is a disaster. And we go like this. And just a little bit on the edge. I just want to make it crisp. I want that black shiny line here. Just like that, right here. Just to cover that Scotch tape. Like that. And I burnish it down. Hopefully it should, yeah, it seems like it's sticking pretty good. See, I do this, flip it over with my craft knife, and I just trim off the excess like this. Now, normally, well, I'll tell you what we could do, let's wrap it around. There's an idea. Let's pull it like this, and wrap it around, and we'll trim off the excess from the back so it has a better seal. Ooh, look at that. See? Oh my God, wait a minute, that's nice. I like that. So, a little thinner here, oops, sorry. A little thinner here in the front, but I overlapped it so I can come back in with my straight edge. Hold on, come here, straight edge. And clean it up. I was teasing my friend Garo. I'm saying, hey man, all the stuff we're making for this movie, we should make another movie because we have so much stuff. We should use it again because it's so much work making this stuff. That's what Roger Corman would do. He'd make a movie and he'd build these costumes and props, and then he'd immediately go, okay, he'd make the movie they made it for, and then he'd be like, what else can we make with this stuff? So here, trim it up like this. There, perfect. Okay, got it. See? And look at that. Really cleans that line up. So let's, oh Christ, I gotta do this all the time here. Let's do all these guys here. Got it? Trim it? Got it. Okay. So we're gonna do that again. I gotta do some body work on this control panel, but I thought before I do all that, I need to do this first, right? So since we're gonna do this twice, let's cut 2 of these because I have 2 panels. And Going Ape Costume, I don't know if you haven't recognized this. Becky, big fan of the game Doom. She built one of the creatures from Doom, and I finally had some downtime, and I wanted to order. Hey, the Sweden's checking in. Hello, Sweden. How you doing? That's JKS Sons. Sweden's checking in. Hello, Sweden. Sweden. I would love to come to Sweden. Please tell your local conventions in Sweden that I would like to come and have them invite me. I would love it. But I don't know if you recognize this, Becky, in the game, the keypads. In Doom, they have these keypads, and I love the design of the game, the world, everything, the control panels. So in the control panels, they had these kind of things on all the control panels. They had keypads and these things on the side. It jumped out to me. I called my buddy John. I sent him images and go, can we make stuff like this? So he took it without copying it exactly, but it was inspired by it. But my kiddo has a Doom mod. Oh, okay, Doom mod. I love it. Kids are so advanced now; they can just make mods to games. I discovered that when I was playing Fallout. People were like, "Oh yeah, you want to get this Fallout mod? You can make girls with outfits. You can give them big rear ends and big boobs." I'm like, "Wait, what? What are you doing?" Oh yeah, it's a mod. You can mod things. I'm like, that's crazy. So yeah, it just is the game. I'm newly introduced to the game world because I just started playing it. All right, let's do this real fast. Okay, same thing. We'll do this. Got the pinstriping. Do this. We run this over the edge. Oh, wait, no, not this edge. This edge. And this is just to clean up the horrendous masking tape. But I'm realizing what I can do is I should have used this before and not use the masking tape at all. I could have just done this, because you do this, put the edge down, you flip it over, hold on. The trick is when you cut this stuff in the back, you can't cut it, cut the plastic, just try not to cut the vinyl very carefully. Okay. That. All right. Yeah, you know something. Now I know about this tape. I might just do this from now on. Not use the Scotch tape. Just use the pinstriping tape to hold the graphics in. I think it might be plenty strong enough to do it. So I go like this, like that, like this, like that. Flip it up, flip it around like that. Oh, yeah, it's gonna clean this up. You know, now I think about it. Now, that's a great technique. Because you can't. Because the thing about these graphics, you can't glue them. You know, can't put glue on them, but you can definitely. All right. Got that. Fantastic. I do the sides. Sorry. Turn this camera. You guys will quickly catch up with chat real quick. Look, my mess. Check out my foam rack, though. Ta-da! That's my foam rack, and I have this thing with foam. I don't. A lot of people keep it in rolls, and I hate it when it's in rolls. So when I get the foam, the first thing I do is I unroll it, and then prop it upright, and I put it in this. And it stays upright, and therefore I have the different. I have it set up by different thicknesses and things. So if I start to run low on something, I can see it, and I can order more. And again, that's all Cosplay Pro foam back there. Thank you so much, Cosplay Pro. All right, anyway, let's get back to work here. Hold on. All right, we got this. Go, Ted. Because I realize I have to do this guy too. It won't. So once we do this, guys, we'll start doing the Bondo on the control panels itself. Yeah, the thing about Doom, I've been discovering playing the game, is learning. The thing that saves you, you learn, get your weapons, you learn how to switch through them quickly. Because you have different weapons that do different things, and you get upgrades and whatnot. But these creatures come at you fast, and you have to keep moving a lot. So you just, I had this whole thing like with Fallout. I would sit behind something, get a rifle, and shoot. And these guys come to me. And Doom, you can't stand still. You got to keep moving. You can't just sit back and wait for these guys to come. Oh, they'll come all right, and there'll be somebody behind you, inside you. Like, oh, so I realized, oh, you got to keep moving. And they even tell you in the game, your best means of survival is to keep moving. I'm like, got it, noted, because they're not kidding. It does inspire me to want to build something from Doom. I mean, everybody's built those Doom costumes, and the monsters are great, but they're huge. But I'm sure as the game goes on, I might find something. The weapons are crazy too. Becky says, when my kiddos were 3 or so, I bought the first computer and we software game. Yeah, that was the real simple one. You walked around like a little tunnel. Yeah, it was very fun. Big floating heads. You'd shoot the... Yeah, that was the early days of Doom. I played that one too. I bought that as a Christmas present. I bought a game. I bought the PlayStation, I think it was. And I bought that in a game in the 90s. I think it was to celebrate my Christmas present for a job well done. I wrapped on Fifth Element. and I was loaded. I had a lot of money, and did I put that money in savings? Did I invest it? No, just blew it all until the next job came. So, yeah, I learned a lot about money. Back, I did not know. I learned a lot about money since then. At least when you have a lot of it, not to blow through it. But it's kind of hard when you have a family. Like now, I'm like, hey, wait, where'd that money go? Oh, that's right. Rent, groceries. That's what it was. All right. So what I'm doing, I like this too because the vine, it'll help block the light too, so you don't. Got that. Oh, this looks so good. Yeah, and then we're gonna, my favorite, and we're gonna glue these guys in with the E6000 glue, which is like a fairly thick glue that it's like a gel, like a sole shoe adhesive, and it doesn't melt plastic. It doesn't have a weird chemical reaction like sometimes super glue does. Not super glue, but like Cyno does. But the more and more I work with E6000, I bought like, when I got some today, I ordered some. Now I order it in tubes of 3. Let me grab my tubes. Is it over here? Yeah. This stuff, guys. I've been plowing through this on this show for straps, webbing, putting things. Yeah, just if you have something you don't know how you're gonna make them stick together, like, yeah, E6000, man, it's the best. What I use it mostly for is when you do cosplay and you have Velcro in your armor. You know, people used to just like hot glue the Velcro to the foam. And like what you should do is take the Velcro, stitch it to webbing first, then rough up the foam underneath it, and then use the E6000, glue it, pin it in place. 8 hours later, it's there. It's never coming off. Wolfenstein makes me nauseated. You know, Becky, I've heard about that game. Is it the same thing? You walk around and fight guys and stuff. It's nauseated. Nauseated. Is it like a lot of running around? Like Doom is like, it's insane. You have to keep moving sometimes. I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's a lot. So it's fun, but I only can play for a little bit because it exhausts me. Because you have to stay hyper alert, you know, when you're playing. You're running around, trying to shoot things. But the reason I do that, I play Doom, is it clears my head. Like, I have a full day at work, I'm just like, you get kind of panicky, you just sit down for a bit, play a game, clear your head. Like a game, like walking too. I love going for walks. I haven't been able to do that yet because every morning I wake up, that hour I'm walking, I do like 3 miles an hour. I walk, come back, and it tracks about like 3 hours. And I realize that ever since I've been working, I just can't do it because like that hour I could be working. I could be making something. So I'm glad I did that because right now, I'm pretty sure I can get everything done. There's some things I know I can do on set. It's not a big worry. It's the super things I have to like do, like the wiring and lighting. There's some stuff that I have to wire up and I have to pull out my soldering kit and stuff. That takes a little bit of time. I got another helmet I got to put lights in today. That's one thing I'm going to do today as well too. I'm going to wire up that helmet because that's one of and it turns out the shoot date for that is early, so I think it shoots next week. So that helmet has to be ready to go. So I can't put that off on set. They actually start shooting that right out of the gate. So. All right. Okay. All right. Oops, sorry guys. All right. Yeah, right, Becky. It is. It's a total stress relief. It's just like shooting zombies and demons. Stress. It is. Oh, Sentry, you laugh, but it's true. I'm sorry, I keep saying Sentry. It's creation. It's creation. It's creation cosplay. Creation. Yeah. Anyway, Sentry creation. I keep trying to say it correctly. I am great at foam and bad with names. I can do that. I'm great with foam and bad with names. I said that one time. I made Bill Duran laugh out loud. I think it was on his live stream. God, that was so long ago. I was at Bill Duran's Punish Props, and I was visiting Seattle. And Bill's like, "Hey, we're together. Let's shoot let's make some content. I'm like, let's do it." So we're shooting it, and people would pop on. I try to say their names, and Bill started laughing. I said, "Hey, man, I'm great with phone, bad with names," and that brought people down. Thought it was very funny. Oh, Toby says, Ted, I like the videos when they are relatable. I was watching a video the other day from another creator, and he was making a Spider-Man mask, and he ended up spending $5,000 on equipment to make it. Holy crap. I like Spider-Man, but Jesus, right? Here's the thing though, I've found there's collectors, and trust me, these guys aren't rich. They're just, they got money. They just get really obsessed on things, and they really like. I mean, to each their own, right? We all have our limits, but you can't. The guy wanted to do it, and he wanted to do it right, so kudos to him. Like, but these masks that they make, it's like what makes it so difficult. They're trying to do what they do in the movies. Like in those movies, I think in the old days they used to do like the original Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire. It didn't move at all. They didn't move, and of course when Disney, was fighting with Sony and stuff, and they finally got their version of doing it, they took the kid's mask. I think they did it digitally. Like they had the eyes, and they had them open and close, and because in the comic book, they would draw his eyes differently. So Spider-Man had these big black eyes, but the artist would do different, like big closed, like in the comic book, which was a comic book. So it doesn't make sense for the eyes to move because it's a comic book thing. But by the time when they brought it to the studios, I think they had a big meeting about it. Like, hey, it would be cool if his eyes could open and close to make expression. So they did it digitally, and then all the fans and then people come out and start making kits to where you could make the eyes open and close, like from wide, like surprise, to narrow to focus, like, and people did that. They made it work with little gearing, like, and now with the wonderful world of 3D printing, and people are selling masks. You could have bought. The thing is, they started selling Spider-Man masks you could buy that had a vacuum foam shell with a spandex hood over it, and the eyes could open, and you could control. Insane. It's like the same thing with Iron Man. When Iron Man came out, like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars to develop a thing, and they got it down to a science to where they can sell them as toys. Like you can make a mask, Jarvis helmet that flips, opens, and closes on its own. Which the engineering and the money it took to do that, then finally when they finally get it figured out, they can mass produce it. And that's where people are like, oh, it's a $500, $800 mask. I think that's cheap by industry standards. So anyway, impressive. But that's how it's done. And you always giggle, like, at the time when they did that was so groundbreaking, and now it's just, you can buy it off the shelf. It's crazy. Especially the Iron Man mask, which I like Iron Man. I never bought a mask. I think they're cool. I love the movie. The first one's such a great movie. And what I like about it, it's not so much a superhero movie, it's just a great story of Tony Stark and his journey and the whole. Turns out he's a war prophet. His father's a war profiteer, and he realizes that half the problems, he gets caught by these terrorists and realizes that the weapons they're using to kill these people are his weapons. Like, it's such a good movie. And how he makes a change and becomes a new person. Tony Stark. And of course, played beautifully by Robert Downey Jr., who was recovering from all his history of like all the bad drug abuse and alcoholism. So he was rehabbed and cleaned up, and everybody was nervous because he was an investment. Everybody was afraid he was going to relapse or something. He didn't want to spend all that money. And Jon Favreau said, "Look, man, he's Iron Man," and they're like, "Well, he's not an action guy." And they said, "Yeah." They said the same thing about Johnny Depp when they did Pirates, and they're like, "Oh shit!" So you're right. So they took a gamble on him, and then that Iron Man. You gotta understand, that was Downey's first real big movie after rehab and get himself cleaned up because everybody was scared to do anything with him. So that film not only launched him and brought him back, put him from there to here. So now the guy's a powerhouse. now people are dying that he can pick his films. Like, I want to do this movie. So you get the back, So when Disney came back, hey, will you play Doctor Doom? He's like, yeah, sure. Like, Jesus Christ, begging him to come back. That's so surreal. Because I'm old, guys. It just, to me, when all that stuff was going down, it was like yesterday. I remember all that stuff. Because people say when you get older, time flies, and they're not kidding. I'll start thinking about something, go, oh, that was about a year ago. Turns out, no, that was 10 years ago, Ted. I'm like, what? Your perception of time flies when you get older. Oh, man, Kathy. Love Sherlock Holmes. You know what's so funny? I like this Sherlock Holmes. I love Cumberbatch, too. I love the new version they did on Netflix, which launched Cumberbatch, too. He was a working British character actor and got that series, and then it changed his life, too, because Sherlock just exploded. And I think it was Robert Downey Jr.'s Sherlock Holmes that got people the idea, like, hey, we should do a Sherlock. Let's do a modern day one, like not a period one, which was cool because even the Netflix one, they did a period one. They did one in a period time, which was cool too. Oh, Robert and Toby are wonderful boys. Let's loop this around. Oh, this looks great. Oh, this is working. Oh, guys, I'm so thrilled. This again, happy accident. I never would have. It wasn't like I sat down and thought, hey, you know what I should do is order some thick vinyl, pinstriping, and just wrap the lenses. I didn't. It was just something I had, and I got this by accident. Now I love it, and I'm going to order more of this because this is a technique I developed, and I love it. So now, oops, wait a minute, took that back. See, it just cleans everything up. That's so cool. Teasing my friend Garl. I was like, hey man, I made a part of a deal with him when we were making these costumes for the show that everything I make costume wise, I keep. So all the costumes I'm making, I get to keep them all. And he was like, but I should have made a deal with the props too. But hey, but I joke because I could, but I have no place to keep these things. He is, my friend Garo is shooting the movie out here in LA, but he moved his entire family to Vegas. His plan is to set up a production company in Vegas and start doing, which I agree because it's cheaper out there. Land's, rent's cheaper, everything's cheaper, so everybody's moving out to Vegas for a bit. If he goes out there and gets settled in, I told him, I'll come out, you can hire me. So, we're still good friends, and we still do projects together, and we have more projects we want to do. So I figured there's a movie I want to do. I'm working on the script right now. I got to get back on it, but all right. Okay. Wow. Right. There's one. Let's put this back over here. Let's finish this guy up. So close. So close. Oh. Becky's saying right up. Focus. Focus, come on. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Come on, baby. Focus. Come on. There you go. Hope I got a production company in Prim. Everything is dead. Yep, Becky. Everything's dead in Hollywood. It's dead everywhere, guys. Yes, Cumberbatch Sherlock is rocks too. It's so dead that I normally would not be on this show because when Garo, my friend, would hit me up for these movies or low budget films, I'm like, I can't because I got to keep myself available for when jobs call me. Which when they call me, I would always jump. They're like a job would always last like a day, 3 days, 4 days a week, and I get these crazy calls, and I would jump on them and make good money, But now that I know the industry's dead, there's no work coming, and my buddy hit me up for this movie. It went from not working to working my ass off, but it's worth it. So, hey, the modifier's here, John Hughes. Is anybody out there? Is anybody out there? I keep thinking of the Pink Floyd song. Modifier, how you doing, my friend? Everybody, real quick, a big shout out to my friend the Modifier. Woo! Modifier in the house. What's up, buddy? John has been great. He has been kicking ass on this for me. I got I'm gonna post some pictures of your. I did some. Those medical cases turned out great too. I am packing things up on Monday to take them to set because I'm running out of room here in my house. But hold on, Modifier, while you're still here, I want to show you something really quick. Hold on, guys. Sorry, overhead. Cut this real quick. Cool thing about these clear rulers, guys, I'm showing you real quickly here. It has all these lines on it, which is perfect. So you pick your depth. I want it to come in this much. So you just lay it on here, right? And you can see the grid you want on it, right? You don't have to sit there and make a mark. You just line it up, and oh, that's it right there. Just line it up like that. Take your craft knife, cut right on it like that. Ta-da! Fantastic. All right, good. I take some ibuprofen, help me with inflammation from my hands. I'm old, things start to hurt. And to help myself sleep, I took this muscle relaxer. And sometimes I'll wake up because my hand's hurting in the middle of the night. So I took some muscle relaxer, and I usually sleep till like 8 or 9. I realized I woke up early, so I'm really, the sluggishness and stuff that Becky was sharing this morning for me is that's muscle relaxer still in me. So I'm kind of trying to power through that right now. These are things you do when you get older. You take things to help you sleep, or things you do for pain. And the muscle relaxers work great, helps me sleep, but I woke up a little earlier than I usually do. So now, being it's Sunday, there we go. All right. There it is. Okay. That. Tell you what, let's realize. Let's move this. Better. Okay. So you guys can see better. Sorry guys, apparently my OBS is being buggy. I've had cream for aching hands. Yes, so Becky, I have. You've been using. It sucks getting. Oh man, Brian, you ain't kidding, dude. Because in my brain, in my activity, I'm still very young, and I can do stuff. As my body goes, nope, and that's where it starts to piss me off. That's why when I get this movie done, I'm gonna get back to my walks. My walks are helping me a lot. I was getting my, bringing my energy back, because having that energy and not getting old. Because a lot of people that get our age that don't move, that will bite you in the butt, man. If you get in my age and you're not moving or haven't been moving, you better start moving. Because an old saying, move it or lose it, because you will. And I'm active, and I've been keeping moving, always been doing that. And I can start to feel my body kind of stiffening up a little bit. I kept thinking, man, imagine if I didn't do anything, I didn't move, then try to move. It'd be difficult, because your body's just like, nope. In my 40s, 30, I think in my 30s and 40s, I really got into working out, and it was like I had this whole gym thing in my house. And granted, I was also a bachelor, which was a big motivation to stay fit and look good. And I would work out every day before I go to work. And I had this whole thing and a routine, and I was fit as a fiddle, man. I could jump and do knock out 7 pull-ups. I was thinking about the stuff I used to be able to do because I was just super fit all the time. But again, it was just a mindset. I was just totally into it. And also I was on the prowl all the time, saying, "Hello, ladies, how you doing?" All that stuff. And it worked for a while, until I met one lady. I said, "How you doing?" She said, "How you doing?" And then we started dating. And I was at the age where I was done with dating. I really wanted to settle down because I did a lot of it for a long time. And there's a bit of a pattern you notice when you start dating a lot. Because the people you're dating are dating the same reason you're dating. They're not, everybody just wants to hook up and have fun but not really commit. And I was doing that for a while. And then I meet the people I thought I was going to commit with, and they didn't. So when I met my wonderful wife, I've never met anybody like her. She was extraordinary. She was joyful, funny. Took very little to upset her. She was always kind of easygoing. So anyway, that was. How do we get there? Oh, I was talking about the days when I used to work out. Yeah, we're just chatting, guys. Oh, you are the best. Oh, you're obsessed. Yeah, obsessed. Kathy goes, "Oh, work on my neck. Oh, as well, man. We all have our pains, don't we?" Yes, Brian, I did. I'm very fortunate. We both I think part of our bonding was we were both in terrible relationships. Hers was really bad. Her last one was really brutal. Not to go into details, but it was bad. They had to flee bad. They left. Me, I was in one. Somebody who was very toxic, and we both were kind of recovering from that when we met each other. So we were both kind of a little gun shy in the beginning, and then when we started dating, any conflicts or problems we had, we finally realized it was stuff that was put on from them, from the other relationship. We'd be like, "Oh," we'd say something, and she'd get mad about something, and I'd be like, "Wait a minute, I never did that," and she never did that. "Oh, it's because we're carrying the stuff from the previous relationship, all the triggers and things that would set us and upset us. We realized were put in from other people." So it took about a year or two for us to be deprogrammed from all these trigger responses we had put in from previous relationships. So once we realized, "Oh, wait a minute, you've never done that, and you wouldn't do that to me," and that's when we realized, and that's when it started working, that we kind of did this journey together, that we both worked out our issues together. Single and happy. Dude, I tell you what, Brian, creation is that I was single way into my 50s, dude. So don't knock it. I loved it too, and I really enjoyed it. I did love being single for a long time. I did. And don't get me wrong, I don't shoot it down and tell people they're missing out, because they didn't, because I loved it. Don't get me wrong, I love being single. I was single I was 55. Around 50, I think I turned 55 when I was married. So I was 53, 54. But, no, dude, I loved it. And when I met her, I'm like, I'm ready. I was just, you'll know when you're ready. That's the thing. It's that you'll know when you're ready. And it's never too late. People are like, "Oh, if you wait too long," dude, I didn't hook up until I was in my 50s. Anyway, this one's done. Put this back over here for a second. Okay, let's do this big keypad. I meant to have, my plan today was to do all the sanding and Bondo work, which we probably still will. It's still early. I just have to have this done first. Here, what's this one? Okay. Kevin goes, hold on. Great quote from Kevin says, the things we dislike in others often as a result in seeing what we don't like about ourselves in them. My ex used to accuse me of certain things that I would do, and I'd be like, I never did it. And I finally realized, oh, that's what you do. You don't like that, but you're saying I do that when I know for a fact that you do it. So, yeah, anyway, it's crazy. All right, let's do this. Let me, oh, Echo Whiskey says, I'm 55 and single, but I have yet to give up. Just more cautious now. Dude, I understand. Listen, when people come in there, I was married and 5 kids at the time I hit 30. Again, guys, I think it's great. If you can do it, rock on, brother. There's things I think back like, oh, I used to be, but I don't regret my choices, but it's just very funny. I don't knock it at all because I did it for a long time. So, get this guy in. Okay. Don't knock it. Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Is it possible to have a bagel?
A bagel?
Yeah. A bagel? Can I have bagel and eggs? Is that?
What?
Can I have bagel and eggs?
Bagel and eggs while you're streaming?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm just really hungry today. All right, guys, overhead. Normally I make my breakfast. All right. This. What I do is I put it down on one end, right, and I pull it taut a little bit to line everything up, so I get the measurement relatively close to where I want it. You don't want to pull too much because you'll stretch it. So just like that. I see the border here. Just want to match. Line that perfect. Then you take your finger and you burnish it really good, like that. And then I flip it over. And then what I like to do is to prevent it from buckling, I pull from the center like this, and then kind of start burnishing like this. There you go. And I think it's funny because I put it on so heavy on this side that it might fall right in the middle. I might not even have to trim this. I think it's going to be all right. So. Oops, this one got a little, let's see if we can lift this guy up a little bit. Got a bit of a wrinkle in it. Let's see if we can fix that. Hold on. Pull that wrinkle out. There you go. Okay, that's better. See? Bottom edge, nice and clean. And the cool thing is it's crisp and black, and does light come through it? It does not, which is perfect. Okay, good. Creation says, never get rid of your inner child. Dude, I am like I still think, like, you know, the thing that really bothered, like, I saw a TikTok and somebody said something that really sparked something in me. How we were when I was a kid from the '80s and stuff, and the toys were great. I loved the toys from the '80s, and they got progressively got better. But I was in my teens and early 20s, and I was just being shamed. Like, my parents were always like, "Aren't you gonna sell those?" Like, I had all these toys I loved, and my parents made me have a garage sale. That thing they force you to do, like, "Oh, you got to do this," and you do it, and you're like, I think back all the cool toys I had, I got rid of them because I was told to, and like this weird thing of like how was you were conditioned or told to, and I love now that you can nobody's dragging you for collecting toys or action figures. I mean, there's some people that do, but it's not like it was when I was a kid, and well, when I was young adults I was, but now it's like people have hobbies and people are like adults and people. It's like everybody has collections. There's like some people have a massive toy collection. Then there's the guys that buy this stuff and keep them in boxes, which I think is insane. Like, I like buying it and having it put on the shelf. But there's guys that buy one and buy another one so you can open it. Like, it's, yeah. But anyway. But it's just the point where I'm so glad that people don't, it's the whole shame thing. I used to get that all the time when I was younger, and how nobody got it. Like, oh, you still have these toys? And then you'd have your friends come over and go, "Oh, dude, these are so cool, man." And they're like, "Yeah, but you don't have them, but I do. But you want them, but you don't want to get them because you're afraid people what they're going to say about you." It's ridiculous. Yeah, I grew up with that too. Other thing too is that when I was, I loved sci-fi and sci-fi movies and monster movies, and I got dragged for that too because I lived in the Midwest. I was in St. Louis, and there was a very small circle of friends that liked what I liked, and that was about it. So when I was in the 70s, and I went to my very first convention, a convention in St. Louis called Archon. It was my first one, and I never knew. Wait, what? There's a convention where there's people that love the same thing that I do. I lost my mind. There was like thousands of people that love comic books and sci-fi and models and toys, and yeah, it was great. So when you discovered your first convention, it was amazing, and it happens once a year, so it became my thing. I looked forward to every year. Yeah, early 70s, I was like, late 70s and 80s, fell in love with conventions. And then, of course, they disappeared from me because I went back to came to Hollywood to start working. Anyway. And I took my hobby and turned it into a career, which was pretty amazing thing at the time. You think back about that too. It's remarkable that I just packed up my life and got in a UPS truck. Oh no, it was U-Haul. It was U-Haul. I got a U-Haul truck and put my entire life in the back of a truck. Rented an apartment and came out to California to start my career. And I knew maybe 2 people out here. But what's exciting for me right now is that this is my job on this show. I'm not just the prop maker, I am the production designer. And basically my job is to create the look of the universe, like background, technology, like because Garo is the director and he has some ideas, but he really has let me. Most directors micromanage you and ask you how things are going and what's in your pictures. Garo has not done. I mean, I post mostly everything I'm working on, which is kind of cool. So there's no NDA stuff on this, so I can post things. Because the things I'm posting is not story, not ruining the story. Because most NDAs, which I think are ridiculous, is that it's all out of context. You don't want you ruining the story. Like there's a story point or something like that. I'm like, yeah, sure. But the stuff I'm doing is all just background stuff or some featured props, but nothing really part of the story. And that's why mostly people want NDAs. But right, got that. And we do the same thing. This is all burnished down too. Nice, and then go like this. And I just score just a little bit so I can peel up the, I don't want to block the light too much, so I just come back to here like this. Fantastic. Look at that. Right. That I normally don't eat on stream, but I woke up ravenous today. Oh wait, see how it lights up? Yeah, kind of. See that? Not cool. Kind of. Oops, sorry. You get the gist, right? The more you suffer, the more it shows you really care, right? To a degree. I understand what you mean. I do. It's like there's passion in it, and but I won't lie. On this show I did bite off a little more I can chew. The thing is, it's not that it won't get done. It's I was expecting to have a little bit of like normal, like work 8 hours, get some bed, hang out with my family, then, but it turned into 16, 17 hour days just to get things done. And I realized that that's just things like, oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, so everything I was building, everything took, like anything, like most projects, everything just took a little longer than expected. And some things were like, wait a minute, that's not going to work. And I had to backpedal. When something like that happens, that sets you back a bit. And so it reminds me of our friend Steve Wang, who told me when you bid on something, figure out what it's going to cost you, right? Think your rate, supplies. Figure this is crazy. Figure out what it's going to cost, right? Take that, double it, like okay, then triple it. I'm like what? He goes then, because you might make some money. And I have to admit, he's absolutely right. Because every time I bid on something, I think that's about right. And then you don't bid on unforeseen problems, setbacks, so you try to pad for that. So I did that. I did twice. I wouldn't triple it. I would do twice. And then when I do things, I would double it. I would just break even. I would, with my money and my supplies, when the job was over, I might break even of what I like. You want to make more money. You don't want to just break even. So to make money and get the job done, you have to triple it. Yeah. So it was crazy, but it's true. So that when you're bidding on stuff, that's how you learn. So yeah, it became that's why my rate became, so to pad myself from doing that again, I had a set rate that I would work for, my daily rate. And said, I'm going to do this, but here's what my daily rate is. And this is what I'm going to charge. So when I do jobs, it's not the supplies or materials expensive. It's my hours. So on this entire show, I guarantee the budget on this show for supplies is like not a lot, because I work with foam and stuff you can pick up at Home DB, foam and MDF, and that's about it. It was so the budget for supplies is relatively inexpensive. The thing that was expensive was me and my knowledge and my ability. So that's how it got to be expensive. But it's worth it. That's why I can't gripe, because my friend Garrow's agreed to my rate and my time, so I'm getting paid pretty well in this job. It's just that now I took the responsibility. If it doesn't get done, it's on me. And that's why, that's my motivation to keep me going. Because when they're on set, they go, where's that? I'm like, oh, wait, crap. So, That's why I'm bringing, when I get this done and we go to set, I'm going to bring a lot of my supplies with me, my tools, because I'm sure things are going to pop up that I want to build. And since we're shooting, I can look at the schedule and I can know it's going to this stuff's going to shoot on this day. So I have like a couple days to build that or finish it up. So I have all the big stuff is pretty much built. It's just a lot of tuning things, smaller things. Excuse me while I take a bite of my eggs. All right. All right, guys, last one here, last part. Then we got into, I can show you what I'm working on. Oh, Kathy's asking, she said, hey. She says, thank you for bringing us along through all this. Kathy, thank you, because thank you for showing up. Thank you for support. Thank you for hanging out and caring, because for people that do this stuff or want to do stuff like me, I want to walk you guys through all the details as much as possible. And I'll be the first to admit and let you guys know I'm so sorry I have not put up any videos because of this job and this work, but I do have videos I want to get to and do. There's things I definitely want to remake. You know, that I did that face hugger thing. I would like to do a really good in-depth video on how to make a foam face hugger, and I'll probably do that after this is all over with. But I got to finish the alien egg thing. I have an alien egg thing I shot. It's just sitting on my editing computer, just waiting to be edited. So. Right. Yeah. All right. There we go. All right. Now, let me move some stuff here, guys. I'm going to bring this main thing over here. So we have to change the camera angle on this a little bit. And back this up a bit. Hold on. Bring this stuff back. I'm going to show you what we're going to do next. Because it's going to involve some Bondo. And this Bondo Philip over here. Got my Bondo pad. This thing's a bit big, so let me make some room for it. Hold on. We won't need the tape measures anymore. Let's move this. Let's move my T-squares. Don't need that. Let's put that away. Oh. And get our tape out of the way. We'll do that. So I can put this away too. Don't want the scissors. So do that. And technically, put that up. There, got it. Let's move this for a second. Let's move my breakfast over here. Move our keypad. Here is the computer I've been building. This is a keypad. You guys can see here. Hold on, let's check this in real quick. Do this for a second. Oh man, too much here. I got a lot of crap on my desk. But you guys get the gist of it. There it is. So this guy drops in like this. Well, there it goes. It's a little snug because of the tape. There, it just dropped in. Fantastic. And then we have that. And these guys. This one goes here like this. Just like that. And just to give you guys the full effect here, huh? See? So that's illuminating. I'm going to get a LED strip that's going to run all the way back here. I think it's about, what is that? Is that 4 feet? Here, let me double check. That is it's a little longer than 4 feet, so it's gonna be tricky. I might get a working LED, like those shorter ones, and then put some foil, like a reflective thing in here. It'll bounce the light. Yeah, we'll see. I'll figure it out. But anyway, that's it. So you guys can see this whole. Let's kill this light for a second. See. Here, do this for a second. See, there you go. Sci-fi. All right. Got it. Again, big shout out to Johnallensoares for making these for me. All right. Oh! Real quickly. Focus. The modifier. Check it out. I'm going to show you guys real quickly the modifier. If he's still in chat. Here's our fire extinguisher. I made it and he did the cool graphic. Which he made me. John Allen, that's right, did great work. He did the graphics which I put on the real fire extinguisher as along with this one. So. Great. Okay. Thank you so much, John. Right. So everything is together. Looks. Oh, show overhead again. Overhead. It is together. There's some seams. There's a lot of big seams. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a. Hold on. My sanding stick. I made some sanding sticks. What do I got here? You guys that know me, for you people who've known me the longest, I have some paint stirrers. I have these heavy-duty paint stirrers. And I take spray glue and I spray on the paper and the spray sticks, and I make sanding sticks. And what I do is I write down which one it is. Like this is 120, 150. So I make my own little sanding sticks, heavy, because they don't make them big enough for me. So I make my own. So that's 150. So I take this guy, and anything that seems too high, like it sticks up for me, it's gonna go. I can feel where things are sticking up, so I got that. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's sticking up. I just do this. Fantastic. Because I'm going to go back in and fill a lot of this stuff in with Bondo. So anything that sticks up too high, or I can feel it. That's one thing about PVC board, guys. This stuff is awesome. Right. A bit of a gaposis, which is no big deal. We're going to put some Bondo in there. throw stuff away before it knocks over. Hold on, guys. Hold on a second, let me take a bite of my eggs real quick. I just realized there's a backside to this. Now, most movies I work on, they do this stuff out of MDF, which is heavy and dusty, and I love PVC board because it's just easy to work with and super soft, and it goes together with super glue. The cool thing about a sanding stick is if I do a rotary tool, it makes it uneven. When you have a sanding stick, it just brings things down evenly. And I have 150, which is great. 220, there's this weird lip on here I didn't like, so file it down. Any inconsistencies, we just fill in with Bondo. Hold on, I'll move this edge right here. This can definitely be sanded. There's some stuff. This is a big mess. This all has to be Bondo. All right, so. We're going to do I'm definitely going to put a hole somewhere in the side for the lights, but we'll deal with that later. We have my body filler. This is the professional fast stage drip filler. This is a automotive. It's more of a thinner version. It's Bondo, but a little smaller and creamy. I don't need a lot of it. I always buy small cans. Back in the old days, I used to buy these big gallon things of Bondo because I used to do so much model work. We would just plow through Bondo. Now that I do foam work, I very rarely need that much Bondo, so I buy these smaller jars, which are perfect for projects here and there. All right, so we're going to. This is silicone. Back in the days, we used to make 50 like gallons of silicone making molds of things, and that's all we did. The prop houses make tons of stuff. It's silicone rubber, which is great. It makes it a perfect mixing pad. So I would take Bondo, mix on it. When it kicks off, I just peel it off. Some people, you can use cardboard, which is great. But I have this. Let me turn the fan on because it's gonna get smelly here. So. And we'll get a spatula. There we go. I have my favorite spatula. And all we're going to do, everything else is pretty good. We're just going to hit these seams. So I'm going to make small batches of Bondo. Because if you mix a Bondo batch, I like to my Bondo, I like to cook it hot. Now what I mean by hot, Bondo is a two-part, for people who don't know, it's Autobondo is a two-part filler. Wait a minute. Hey, John. So, John, here's a. Oh, what color is the dashboard going to be? Good question. Hold on, I have an idea. It's going to be Krylon. Okay, focus. Krylon Winter Gray. There it is. I thought about doing it a metallic, like a dark metallic. The problem with that dark metallic is that it might, it'll highlight imperfections and things that are not because when you have things metallic, also. It might take a little bit to dry. I think, and also, it matches the theme of. I did a light gray because this is in the movies. There's a control room. She has a control room, and it's like a medical control room or something, sci-fi control room. So I'm thinking a little bit lighter. The rest of the place is really dark grays and things like that. But this, again, 2X is such a great durable. It's designed for plastics, so this is definitely plastic. I'm painting. It does take a little longer to dry, but when it does, it is durable. I can't tell you how much I love 2X. Rosson 2X. I try to get them to sponsor me. Like, hey. I wrote to them. They wrote me back for a little bit. Like, hey, like I'd love to do. Let's work together. Like, sure, what do you have in mind? Let's do a video. And I threw a number at them, and they're like, they didn't get back to me. Apparently, it was too much. I'm like, I'm not asking for a lot, guys. Just want, like I don't do this for free. So what do you guys think? I'm just going to do a video, promote your stuff for free? So it's that early days. Again, this was years ago, where people were discovering influencers and TikTok and Instagram, and I've seen these young cosplay girls getting these giant deals. I was like, never mind. So I was, hey, give me some paint. Like, Brentford, I know. I'm an old guy, and yeah, I'm a great deal. Becky, you're right. You are. We are. We're a great deal. Should I convince people? You know who? I tell you, my biggest sponsor, who I love, who's always by my back and helps me all the time. Cosplay Pros, man. Those guys are on it, and they're great. Cosplay Pros has been there for me all the time. with foam, sponsoring me, giving me foam. They're great. So anything I ever do with these guys, I'm always a big shout out to Cosplay Pros. All right, let me get this loose stuff off here real quick. You know, usually I use a blower, but I just don't want to put stuff all over my shop. Let's just dust the seams off here real quick. Okay, so we're just focusing on the seams. Yeah, because there's a lot to cover. So we're gonna kick this Bondo. Now, let's back to Bondos. We were talking about this earlier. This is a body filler. It's a 2-part mix, very much like 5-minute epoxy. And with Bondo, you can control when you get it. It comes with kicker. Oops. You see this big thing, a Bondo, and this amount of kicker. So they tell you this goes with this. But the problem is that when you mix small amounts, it takes twice as long for it to dry. You know, I mean, sometimes it takes quite a while, and I don't like waiting that long with Bondo. So I always have a tendency to kick it hot, which means I always add a little more catalyst to the Bondo so it kicks off faster. I like working with it like that because I can do small areas. I can just focus on one spot, let it kick off, boom, move on. So how about this? Instead of me talking about it, why not I just show you? Again, I have the fan on because this stuff is stinky. Oh, Kevin, thank you so much, guys. There it is, Cosplay Pros, for your best quality of foam. No. People always say, foam's foam. And most of the time they're true. It's, if you're a cosplay guy and you're starting off and you really don't want to plow through a lot of foam, it's going to be expensive. I cannot recommend enough Harbor Freight. I don't have any. Hey, Eyeball Works. Harbor Freight. Again, I don't get any sponsorship for these guys. I love these guys. I buy stuff from them all the time. I just try to get a deal with them, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, they're great for inexpensive foam. Foam sheeting, foam bolts, nuts and screws, things like that. But their foam is inexpensive. And so when you're starting cosplay, people always like, oh, I don't want to spend a lot of money. Harbor Freight is a great way to go. So I get started. But when you get that goal to where you start getting better, you start when you make something, you make a prototype, you get the bugs worked out. That's what I do with Harbor Freight. I buy foam, work the bugs out of it, and then when I go to build it again, I make new patterns. That's right, Eyeball Creature. Christian says gym floor mats. Same thing. You get them, cut them, and then once you get the pattern to where you like it, then you buy the quality foam, make it again, and it's super clean. And that's where Cosplay Pro comes in. Cosplay Pros has all the best quality of foam, density, different piping thickness. I love those guys, and they're a big sponsor. They're out in Arizona. I know they have a convention out there sometime. I keep telling them, like, hey man, just bring me out. I'll set up a booth next to you guys for 1 year. I want to do it so bad. It's been so busy, but I like them and I want to support them. Oh, they have great. Oh, Brian says they have good sales on. See, there you go. Good sales on foam as well. All right, fantastic. All right, there was my rant. Let's go. All right. See, I take a little bit of this, pull some out like that. Again, a little goes along. I don't want to put anything like that. And it's a small amount, but I don't need a lot. I'll show you what I'm doing here real quick. Tell you what, guys, let me switch the camera back to overhead because I think you'll get a better view from above. Here, let's fix that real quick. Hold on. I did this side profile thing so you guys can see what I was doing, but now let's go back to overhead. I think this is so much better here. Oh, sorry. Let's do face so you guys don't get jiggled around so much. There it goes. I got it. Okay. All right. There we go. So you guys can see way better now. See? All right. Got my Bondo right there. We need a little catalyst. Now again, I like to kick it a little bit hot, so I'm gonna take this guy. See the blue? The blue is the color, and that's so it shows the intensity. So how I mix it, I like. Let me shift it in together. I like to knead it in. I'll show you what I mean here. This, and you take it, scoop it up, and just start smashing it like this. And that gray turns to a light blue. And you'll make sure it's thoroughly mixed. You don't want any gooey spots in your Bondo. So I take this and smash it around to a nice even color like this, see? And, all right. So then I take this guy with the spatula and I start doing this. I'm going to fill all these little trenches. And you have working time because it will go off eventually. So that's why I make it relatively hot. So I don't have to wait as long to sand it. But I make sure I get all the cracks. There's a lot of gap openings on this guy. Yeah, this one too. That. And here too. Oh. Over here, same thing. Go, 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 Ted, go. Go, go. Because it only have so much working time. And you can feel it start to go. It'll start thickening. There's a certain point where it starts to thicken too much, you have to stop. Because it'll just start breaking. So I gotta keep doing it while it's still creamy. Now, again, this was quite an elaborate. Now, if I had foam board, foam core, I like that stuff too. I was going to make it out of that, but it would happen a lot faster. But the problem is, it would only probably survive one show, and I want to make something that would last for a while, To make something so cool to have it last. I'm going to fix this room here on the side. Yeah, I can feel the Bondo is starting to go. There it goes. It's going off. Which is perfect. That would be about now. Excellent. Wow, it did. It went off. Okay, perfect. So we'll let that kick off for a little bit. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, it's good. Let that. So let me see if any spots I missed. What's up? Oh, Ivy Doom Kitty on Twitch says hello. Oh my God, Ivy Doom Kitty. Bless her heart. I haven't talked to Ivy Doom in airs. Let her know I say hello back. We were going to. Well, I think she still want to. I was going to make a sexy alien queen costume for her, and I want to let her know I have not forgotten. The thing that stopped us from doing it, every time we get together, she's like, "Hey, Ted," and my argument with her was like, "You gotta come in, so I can make a duct tape pattern off of you." And she's a busy girl, and she lives far away, and she travels a lot. So I always tease her like, we weren't able. I was wanting to collaborate with her, but I wasn't able to do it because I could never get her long enough or have her come over. Definitely still wants to do it. Oh, but tell her yes. I want to do it too. Let her know that all we have to do is, if Ivy's watching, please. I'm on this show right now, but we get a time to get together. Come over. We have to let's sit down, you and I talk, and let me make some patterns directly from your body. I had this little thing I want to do with your head and your body. I had a sketch, and I lost it, but I think I sent you images of it. I pray to God you still have them, because I can't find them anymore. She says it's been forever, and I've been on hiatus for a bit, but I'm getting back. Oh, you're getting back on the bicycle. Girl, I got like 10 pounds I want to lose. So you get on the bicycle, you let me get my walks in, and we'll get together. Oh, Ivy. I wonder why I haven't seen you. Okay, good. So how to make your own dress form. There. Fantastic, Ivy. Thank you from afar. Thank you so much, because I'm always been, guys. Ivy has been a big supporter of mine. She got me to Northern FanCon like a couple times, and she'd come out. She made me go out there. She hooked me up with that, and Stella Chu, and we went out and had a blast. At was BC, was Northern FanCon. Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, that's all she has to do. We'll talk. Because we had this whole thing we wanted to do. I had drawings. Man, I can't. Man, I think I sent you drawings and you liked them. I hope you still have them. I don't know. I can't find mine. I'll talk to my buddy Aaron, see if I can find them. Because he did a great sketch of what I wanted to do. Yeah, okay. I digress. All right, overhead. So guys, the Bondo right now is still a little green. So when it's green, watch this. I love. Where's that knife? Oh my gosh, show real quick. When it's green, you can cut it, right? So what I want to do, anything that's high, all these high points, I take a knife and you just take it off. Because it eventually will get really, really hard, and I don't want to deal with it, so I take a knife, like this stuff here. See, trim. Here's the thing that's crazy, that when you do all this, you have to hit it with primer, and you go back and you have to fill in things you missed. You didn't see the first time. All right. Oh. Here's my cute little. Oh man, that was so great to hear from her. It's so great to hear from Ivy again. Thank you so much. It's been ever. I've always been a big fan of hers. I always liked Ivy. We were at another convention. I barely got to see her. But I went to another FanCon the second time, and we barely had a chance to talk because we always just get stuck up in our business things. But Ivy knows that I'm really big into Alien now, and so I'm kind of glad that it didn't happen back then because I'm much better. I've learned a lot since then. After making my own, I'm working on my Alien costume, and some of the things I've learned making that, and how I would do things for her. Because what we're doing for her is that we want to do something more stylized. It's more like a sexy outfit that's alien inspired, opposed to an alien creature. So it's like I want to make her as a kind of like they go to the Met Gala. Like I'm doing a Met Gala version of a Queen Alien, like because our plan was she was going to get a that's why I think she was getting the bicycle. She's going to have a black shiny PVC bodysuit. So you get a black shiny PVC bodysuit, right? Then she has a corset thing on that's going to have the rib cage thing, the shoulders, and the things in the back. And then she'll have these pieces that sit on top of her arms. Like again, these are just accents, like the arm pieces and then elbows, the fingers, and then she did this. The head is done to where she wears it like a hat, and it comes off, and the mouth is open, and she looks out the mouth. It's like a headpiece, like she wears on top, and her face stays exposed, so she just wears like a hat, and so you see it, and so you can see her, and so the thing is, her face will be dolled up with makeup, so she'll be able to take her helmet off, pose for photos, put it on, so the head of the creature is more like a headdress. It's like a headpiece that she wears that she can take off and on. Like we'd have her hair back like in a bun or something like that. Sorry. Anyway, that's my idea. All right. This looks good, guys. This is my little dustpan thing I have for this kind of stuff. All right. All right, overhead. And now we're going to go Bondo again. So now the Bondo's a little, here, watch. See, I have it here. I take a knife. Now, see it's green, so I can still kind of scrape it off with a blade. If you wait too long, Bondo keeps curing and it gets really, really hard, and you have to sand it. And when this is a state when it's soft, we call that green. Your Bondo's green. Means it's still green like a banana. You know, it's still not quite ripe yet, so you can scrape it off. So while everything is green, you can scrape it off. So again, teach you guys some Bondo terms. So a little green, scrape it off, and then we make up a little batch in front of the spot. Man, it's so funny. Just talking about Ivy's costume, it takes me back because we talked about this like almost a decade ago. That's how long ago it was. It's before you met my wife. That's how long ago it was. Like more than almost 10 years. Wow. You know, it's almost like it's been so long. It's almost like a mission now to do it. Like, because we talked about it, and I wanted to do it, and like it's never happened. So it'd be a great thing to do. Oh, what a great thing to have a comeback. Like, she's been gone for a while. What a great comeback to come back and do the Queen thing, and then we'll promote each other. It'd be great. Okay, I digress. Okay, anyway, where was I? Oh, right, Bondo overhead. We're gonna do the same thing again. Got my Bondo and my creamer, and we're gonna do this. I think we're gonna do the same amount we did last time because I got quite a bit done. So the next thing is we have to take. We did this edge, and I can see some spots I met. Hold on. So what I like to do here, when you see stuff, you see things you want to get. So what you do is you kind of walk through and you look at things like, this could be, like I could hit this again. So you take a pencil and you circle it, see? That means fill it in again. Yeah, this spot can hit this again. Yeah, definitely hit this again. Not bad, not here. All right. Good. So we're gonna mix up another batch. I'm gonna do. We're gonna do this edge here. Tell you what, let me move this so you guys can see. I'm trying to get things on camera for you guys. So this thing is huge. So we're gonna focus on this edge around here, this bottom edge, this edge. We'll get as far as we can because everything's tacked down with glue, right? So the plan is once this is all done, after stream, I'm gonna sand this, put this color on it. Oh, use this is the Rust-Oleum Winter Gray. This is kind of the theme we've been going for her, the character, the Sasha's spacesuits out of this color, the lab, parts of the lab, and this thing should be like this. So. Oh. Yeah, Ivy and there's a guy named Norm who runs that convention, and he's kind of a little entrepreneur guy, likes making things, doing films and whatnot. Very energetic. It's like he's kind of a bit of a wild man, and that was his convention. And he's like, "Hey, I want to do like." I ended up making a gun for him he wanted to make a short movie. This movie thing they wanted to make, and he wanted me to be a part of it. I got roped into that. Yeah, I was like, it was crazy. Anyway, it was a lot. So I contributed to help made this little independent movie. So I made a helmet and a gun for those guys for this project, and we shot it while we were working the con over the weekend. Oh yeah, Ringo Diddy, Alien Queen, and Godzilla both protocol capability. Dude, there's several. Like, it's so funny because I've seen people do very much a variation of what I wanted to do. Like, there was a girl, yeah, that's her name, and she did a queen with a tail and a headpiece. I think she had like a bikini on with the thing, and it was fun. It was very fun. I seen that one, and I saw the girl who did a queen. More like a dress, like a night, like a gown, like a black dress and gloves. It's super cool, and but I'm going more the fetish. Like I want to do our queen alien will be more of a fetish queen. Like there'll be a lot of blacky gloss and blue. Like I want to do I want to do her in black. The bodysuit is gloss black, and so her parts will be gloss black with highlights of blue, like the accents all on the sharp edges will be like a light blue, probably a light blue and green, kind of like a mix of blue and green, and everything will be glossy, like so it will catch the light. So all the detail will be glossy, and yeah. Okay, so I'm just talking about it. Anyway, fair enough. Okay. See, now I'm getting pumped just talking about it. All right, here you go. And little Bondo, move the camera. There you go. Gonna do this. Mix around a little bit. I think I do two like this. I did 2 dollops, right? I got 2 dollops right there. I think what we're going to do, I'm not going to kick it as hot. Pick it just a little bit not as hot, and then it'll give me a little bit more working time. And let me get some gloves on, too. I think I'm going to get on all my fingers. Oh, bye, Larry. I think the most elaborate thing would be to do. I'm not intimidated by anything else. Just the head. Her head is like, it's a real, it's the queen alien head's huge. So I have to decide how, like, is a threshold of how big I want it, because she has to be able to walk around. It's like, yeah, because that's why I'm thinking with the one I want to do, her head with like mine, her head sits in the middle, so it's big, and where the face, it's like the mouth is open with the teeth, and she'll be able to look out of it and pose it, but also be glammed up so she can take the head off and pose without, that's kind of what I'm going for. All right, oh guys, that's what, Becky, well done. Follow Ivy. Hold on, let me make sure I'm still, let me click and make sure I'm still following her. Ivy. Yeah, there she is. Yep, still following. There she is. Excellent. There she is. Yep, still following. Good gosh, she's got something. Look at all those followers. 353K. Goddamn, girl. What am I up to? Where am I at now? I am, where's Ted? Where's me? There I am. I'm at 49. I'm 49K. Not 300. Fantastic. Okay, sorry guys. Got distracted. Alright, let's get back to it. Bando, kicker. I'm gonna do a little kicker here. That is a little less than what I used last time. But still, it's probably gonna kick. So our focus is all these edges. I can see a bunch of stuff. Yeah, man, I need to. Hold on, guys. This back here desperately needs to be hung. Hold on, guys. There's something how did I miss something? I missed something. Let me knock this down really quick here. Yeah, this definitely needs to be filled in with Bondo. Hold on. All right, got it. And mix. I should set a timer. I think there's about 5 minutes, but I usually just work quickly. Yeah. This is definitely underkicked a little bit, so give me a little more working time. But when doing that though, the bond takes a little bit longer to dry. So then sometimes I think I'm always obsessed. I don't want to sit around and wait for things. I don't want to wait to sand. If you have to sand, you know you have to sand, but. So you can take the spatula and I kind of run along the edge. Oh, complete change of subject. My family and I, we watched Kill Bill last night, and I kept telling her, like, which film is it? She goes, oh, it's the movie. I'm like, well, it's a two-picture. She goes, oh, no, it's one movie. So Tarantino, originally when Kill Bill came out, was two movies, Kill Bill and Kill Bill Volume 2. And now you can get the entire movie as it was meant to be. Tarantino released. It's called The Whole Bloody Affair, and it's the 4-hour movie all cut together, and it's great because the bloody fight scene in the Japanese restaurants all in color. When it was in the U.S., it was black and white because they wouldn't let Tarantino without giving it an X rating. So now that he's like, nope, no, this movie's out streaming everywhere, he released another version of it called The Whole Bloody Affair. We can watch the entire 4-hour epic as one, which is cool, and everything's in its color. It's like it's so cool to watch the fight scene as I think but he knew that too. Like he's not gonna reshoot the fight scene. He'll just put everything in black and white, and then make the have a version where you can just watch it in color. Because I think overseas in other countries, they got the colored version and we did not. So because of the rating board, is such a joke too. That rating board is such a the whole PG rating thing is all based on religion. Like the Christian people, like, we want to make sure we all the, and they use it as a tool because then you go, well, we can't release your movie because it doesn't have a rating. So if you made a film, you wouldn't get a theatrical release or anything unless you had a rating system, and then you get a terrible rating, then you had to cut your film. It was an excuse for them to alter your movie. So that's why now the rating thing is kind of a joke because half the stuff you watch on Netflix and stuff is not even rated. They don't rate it because it doesn't need to be. So, but it's another form of having control over your movie. That's all the rating stuff is done. It's just to control your movie and how to do it. What can be what they consider X, what's R. So you're like, it was always vague, Even South Park talks about that. When they did a South Park movie, they kept, South Park goes to hell, and they're like, no, you can't call it that. And they're like, all right. So they kept going back and forth, and they finally came back with, how about bigger, longer, and uncut? And they're like, fine. And they did it. And then when it was an inside joke, and then when the rating board found out, oh, wait a minute, you can't do that, you got to change it. It was too late. You said yes, and we made posters, and the movie's coming out. So South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut. Oh, it's so good. Beating people at their own game. A rating board. What a joke. They're like the HR people in your neighborhood, just creating rules to have control over stuff. All right. Here, hold on. This is gonna be. There you go. Oh, look, a finger. That's not a bad idea. It is difficult to fool this guy. Come on, baby. Get in there. Oh man, I got a lot of sanding. I can see it. So, oops, wait. I just put my finger in it. Yeah, I did. Got it. Okay. It's slow. It's slowly starting to get thick. I can feel it. Squish this guy really quick. Good. And we get a paper towel. Bondo, Bondo, Bondo. Oh, there's the thing. All right, I'm gonna do this again, but I'm gonna kick this hotter again. Yeah, and see again, it's kicking up, but it's still kind of slow and sticky. So I probably don't like. So I'm gonna do my next batch a lot hotter, like I did originally, because I just don't like. I thought I could stretch a little bit more, but all it does is make it a little gummy, but doesn't. Yeah. Not under kicking that anymore. That was ridiculous. The tricky thing with Bondo too is you gotta be careful because the Bondo is harder than the PVC board. So when you're sanding, you gotta be kind of like thoughtful about what you're saying because you don't want to sand too much. Yeah, it's a real. Oh, see, this stuff is still sticky. Damn it. Yeah, not doing that again. Yeah, I can tell right now this is gonna take much longer to set. So I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not underkicking things because that's ridiculous. All right. This is going to clog up my sandpaper. Get my kicker. I'm thinking, I should have cut these edges sharp and I didn't bother trying to sand them, but it's too late now. So we're just going to do this guy. What we have to do is when this is all done, I have to sand it and hit it with primer, and you'll see what you missed. That's kind of how it goes. Ooh, that's super hot. All right, that's a bit too much. All right, let's see how we're doing here. Okay, ready, Ted? Let's go. I'm sorry, guys, you can't. Oh, no, you can't. All right, here we go. Ooh, you know, I could use a piece of cardboard. Hold on. Wait, guys, hold on. I got a piece of cardboard. Got it. Got a piece of cardboard like this. Just go. Yeah, that's how it should have been done. So hold on, let's do it at round 2 like that. Put it in here. Cardboard. Yep, that's what I should have done on the other ones. So much cleaner. Shows how long it's been a while since I've done Bondo. Fantastic. All right, so now we go through anything that's sticking up or uneven. Let's get this stuff while it's still soft. Ooh, wait, there's some spots up here I missed. Right, hit this guy like that. Thank you. This guy too. Some circles I drew in here. some spots I missed. Like that. And all right, yeah, it's starting to go off now. Okay. Excellent. Oh, wait, hold on. One more. Ah, damn it. There's a spot over here, guys, I missed. Wait. Let me move this. Hold on, guys. Gotta move some things around so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right. There's an edge over here. This guy is really rough. And he's bound up big time. So let me clean this really fast. Oh. All right. Yeah. So this stuff is make a small batch right here for this edge here. Hold on, and then we'll let this kick off because that's gonna take a while for it to dry, and then sand it, do touch-ups on it. But there. All right. All right, there you go. And my kicker. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's plenty hot. I got this. Yeah, it's a big mess down here. All right. That's as good as it's going to get. I'll sand the rest. All right. That is, if there's anything else, that's the backside one. Because I am going to, when it's sanded, I'm going to put little foam. I'm going to have some detail pieces up here. I want to put like a big foam triangle pad. Like, I think it sits on it, like you put drinks and things on it, or have like vents or something. But yeah, either way, it's going to suck. Let's catch up with chat. Hey everybody, thanks for hanging out with me today. this it's relatively sealed. I'm going to go ahead and let this kick off. I have to probably take this guy outside because it is a little smelly right now. So why don't you guys stay right here? I'll be right back. I'm going to put this outside because it's got a Bondo vapor. I got a fan on, but I like it's going to fill up my house. So I'll be right back. Everybody, please stand by. Hey everybody, I'm back. Taco burritos fell out of my Speedo. What? Let me catch up with chat. People have been chatting. Man. That muscle relaxer stuff is good. I was supposed to sleep a couple more hours. I woke up, but it's still in me. That's why Becca was like, hey, Ted, you seem tired. The answer is, you are correct. I was tired. But everything's coming together. I do have a little bit of, I made a list. I was laying in bed last night, going through my list of things that has to get done. And everything's pretty much there. There's a crucial thing, which is, oh, right here. This is the modifier still here. I'm probably going to do this after I get done. While that Bondo is drying, I'm going to make this. This is of, in the story, you remember that guys, the rocket pack I made a while back? And on the rocket pack is the controller. This is the controller for the rocket pack. And it's like a touchscreen thing. And so I need to make that on I need to make a little, Ted is high and low. Oh man, Creation, you got that right. It's like peaks and valleys, baby. My beard, it's like, I looked at it yesterday. It was so crazy, but I liked the length of it. So what I was doing was I took my clippers and just trimmed it down. I don't want it going this way. I want to go this way. So I kind of trimmed it and clipped it down so it's a little bit longer. So I didn't cut everything off. I'm keeping the fullness of it. Just bringing it down more. Twitch says, Galactic Elephant Live. Oh, hey, Crystal at Tokyo 44. Just subscribe. Thank you. Woohoo. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you. Please check out my website and my patterns too as well. And thanks for joining my live stream. Twitch says, Galactic Elephant, good morning, Evil Ted. And chat, thanks for reminding me to go grab my coffee from upstairs. That's right, brother. Get that coffee. I'm fueled by it. It does make a big difference, guys. I'll tell you when I'm doing cons, when I travel and put me up, I'm going to be going to Edmonton for Gamecon Canada. Hey guys, really quickly, if you do not know, I'm going to be at Gamecon Canada June 19th to the 21st. This is Canada's largest gaming expo. It's really huge. It's a lot of fun. This is my second time attending, and they love having me there. I'm judging the costume contest with the other cosplayer, which I need to reach out to her because I don't know if she knows what she's getting herself into. It's a lot. It's like she need having somebody with but she is also judging with me, and I really want to talk to him about having like 3 judges opposed to just 2, because it's a lot to throw at us. But anyway. So, oh, there she is. Hello there! Exclamation point. Welcome back! Exclamation point. That is K-Pike Fashions, who is a cosplayer who started on Twitch, and she was huge for a while. I think private life stuff kicked in, but she took a little break. But she does this body painting stuff. She's got such energy. Well, also she's young, but she paints herself up, and it's super cool. And she does it. She's very talented, and she's back now. And I've been following. She just found me, and she followed me back. But if you guys have not given her a follow, focus. K-Pike Fashions is freaking awesome. Body paint artist, roleplay, plays a lot of games. And if you guys, she streams 3 nights a week. Wow. Streams 3 nights a week on Twitch as a job, people. But I think it's because she pulls in a lot of income from doing it. Like that's her livelihood. So if that's my livelihood, I would definitely stream 3 times a week. If you guys would show up and give me that much money, like on a Patreon or something like that, I would stream 3 times a week, easily. But I don't have the reach. She has 205K followers. Is K back? Yeah, she is, Becky. I know, she was gone for a while. Body paint on Twitch, Ted. No, Ted's not painting this fat body. I'll just make stuff out of foam. But Ivy Doom Kitty is going to inspire me to get she's going to get on the bicycle. I'm going to get my walks in. I want to drop at least 10 pounds. Because while I'm making her queen thing, I want to get back on my alien costume. That thing was fun. I really dig it because I was going nuts with the detail. I just know that I want him to be a little leaner. And that's just because the costume's not for anybody else but myself. For me. I always get people wanting to do commissions. I can always tell people who just discovered me, because you guys know better that I don't do commissions, but a lot of people always write to me and go, hey man, although I am, what? Kevin, $2. Oh, there you go, Kevin. That's $2 to me doing a body paint 3 times a week. Kevin, again, thank you so much for the $2. I appreciate it so much. My buddy Jim in Chicago makes little sci-fi film shorts about a space junk guy, like a space junker, and it's pretty funny, and he made some good stuff. And his set designs and stuff are great, and I think he reached out to me because he sees all my stuff I'm making for the show. He's like, hey man, like, is it possible to get, I'm like, I like his projects. I like what he's doing, so I'll definitely be working. I think he might want some space armor or space helmets or something like that. Menopause has kicked my ass, literally. I got more ass. Oh, Becky, my wife, you and I both. We're all more for you, hubs. More for your hubs. No more cold, only heat. Right, brother? That's, guys, the biggest thing I'm dealing with right now is I have this thing where, some people when they get old, their hands turn into a claw. I'm the opposite. My hands are just getting stiff. So it's hard for me to do this. So there's a series of exercises I do, and I do them, but what's been happening is I've been so busy working, my hand hurts so bad at the end of the day that I take gabapentin, and I take and histamine. It's not aspirin, it's something like that. Take down inflammation. So I do that, and I take a muscle relaxer too when I go to bed. So makes me sleep through it. But man, this guy's hurting, and I got another 3 more weeks. I got this week and the next 2 weeks, and then I have some time off, and then it's Gamecon Canada. Woo! Which I'll start posting more when this con's over. I'll make more videos about it, and I got tickets too. So really quickly, if there's any Canadians in here, because I'm actually next stream, I don't know if I'll be able to be. I'll be probably on set, so I won't be able to do much. But no, I don't want to go that long. I like the fullness of it. It was going this way, so I'm doing this. I want to get some oil, some beer oil, kind of massage it, get it like more groomed looking. But I like it. It's just I haven't been. It got really crazy there for a while, but I do like I like it a little bit longer here. So I'm just letting it grow, and I just keep trimming it, keep it maintained. Not going this way, but going down. Oh, Kathy goes, working at my gym has improved my grip. Oh, you know something? I wouldn't deny that, because that was the thing. When I was working out, that was one of the problems I was having, is when I was doing my weights and stuff, it hurt to hold them. I do have a pull-up bar. I might just do something simple like hang. Like I've seen people just, you get on a bar, you sit there and hold your weight and just hang. Just doing a hang thing is good for like a minute. You can hang for a minute. It's just stuff that straightens you out, stretches the muscles. It's things I have to lean into because I just gotta get back to my walking stuff. But trying to work out, it's just having the time. It's just in the room because I had to turn my gym into a shop for the show, so I lost a lot of my gym space. So anyway. Okay, guys, thank you so much. It's been awesome. Tell you what, why, guys? It's 11:30. Why I still have you guys? Let's do something really quick, since we're here. All right, let's do something fun. Hold on. Let me. Let's get some poster board. Oh, sorry. Wrong button. Okay. We're going to plot this out really quickly. This is the... Wait. I'm going to take this guy. What is the width? Let's do the profile on this guy. This is going to be the goggles. Look at my. Let's pick a width on this guy. Yeah, say 3.5. So let's do 3.5. Here's my plan. Yeah, still, it's hard to see the ink's being rubbed off my ruler hands too much. Dude, I'm over these Sharpies. They're just all dying so quickly here. Throw them away. Get a ballpoint pen. Okay. And then we do this. Like this guy. Yeah. I'll show you guys what I'm doing. Let's go like this. Let's go. We get this way. Turn it on. down. That. Okay, and let's put a curve to it. It's like, where's my compass? Yeah, oh no, I got an idea. Let's do that. Let's do this. I think that's gonna be too sharp. Let's do a slight decline like this. Right there we go. Kind of like. Wait, how long? Let's do inch, right, and inch here, like that. So a slight curve like that. Alright, there it is. Okay, this is our side template. You're like, what the hell are you doing, Ted? I'll tell you. I am making, really quickly, let's get some thin film too. Let's get, where's that dense rubber stuff I was using? This shit, yeah, this shit. Yeah, this was, that's it. So we take this guy. And that. So this is the propulsion wrist control. So I'm visualizing this going on the wrist, and I want to have a bit of a curve to it because it's going to strap on the arm for our pilot. So the gag is, this is going to sit on like this. So it's on. So we're going to go ahead and cut these guys out. Get my white marker. Wait, what is it doing now? Let me get this started. This. Do a right and a left with, see, sometimes I just run the line right here like that, so just do one cut. There, so this. Where's my knife? Where's that knife? Hold on, guys, I had a knife. That and that. one sharpener. Like that. Great. So now we have these guys cut. The plan is, do we want to set it on the inside or outside, right? Well, if we do this, that should be on the outside, right? So the foam should be. So what's the thickness here? We're looking at the length would be. It is 6 1/4, right? So I'll make this plate. Get a little bit of bevel to it. I don't want to bevel it. Here, hold on, guys. I'll cut this straight real fast. Take this bevel out for a second. So we go 6 1/4, right? That's our length, 6 1/4 right there. So line this up. Make sure it's nice and flush. Like that. Right. So then the length, right? Let's do that. So we do this with a little bit of a border on it, right? Not too much. So 3 1/2. That sounds like. Wait, hold on. Like this. There we go. That's the width we need right there. So what is this? What is that again? That is exactly. Oh, it is. It's about 3 1/2. Okay. One notch above 3 1/2 right there. Right. Good. So like this. Now I have 2 ways to do it. We can cut a. Is that right? Hold on. Let me see square. Something doesn't see. Hold on, let me cut this first. Here, hold on. Yes, I'm using my cosplay pro foam. I love so much. So let's square this up, square it up on the edge like that. So just like that. Got it. Right. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll probably cut a window for it and put this on top. That might be the plan. So if we glue this going this, right? We should cut a window for it, right? This maybe. We could do the same thing. We put the black border on this guy. I did cut a PVC frame for it that I really like. We should just do that, cut a hole and glue that in, right? So if I do that, we should cut. Maybe I need to make strips and not. Yeah, that'd be the way to go, right? Just cut strips. or we glue it back a little bit like this. You guys, if you're wondering, yes, I'm kind of making this up as I go. I have an idea. I'm thinking if I do this, would that allow me to drop the frame into it, right? Because I don't want to make it so big to dress this thing in here. What we could do, I have an idea. Hold on. Let's do this. Let's go. It's about 2.5, right? So you do this. Right, hold on. Wait, no, it seems it's 1.5. That's exactly right there. It's 1.5 right there. I got it. There you go. Come on, marker. There you go. Man, these white pins, they're good when they work, but sometimes you get really finicky. Alright, got it. Okay. Yeah, my plan is I'm just going to cut a small window in here, and it'll glue it in place and do the rest of the panels. See, that's what we'll do. That we'll cut this guy out. That'll allow me to glue these guys on, right? And we'll just stick it on the outside, and I'll put a little framer on it. That's what we'll do. Okay. It's a bit big, but you know something, it's gonna work. Because I like the controller when they're wearing it to be angled when they're in a spacesuit, so they don't have to. I wonder, is that too much? Is that too much of an angle? Well, I'm doing it because I have to still put LEDs in here, lights. So. Nah, we'll leave it. I like it. Everybody's been great. I am going to. You cut it out, okay? I'm going to. Yeah, I can cut that out. Use an X-Acto knife. Oh, how you get the light to come through? I'm trying to have something that's already rigged up with lights in it. Oh, it's all packed up. I'll show you. Exactly. Great question. I get these guys here. Look. Hold it. What I do is I go to Harbor Freight. You get these lights, these like closet lights. It has a button on it, and you can press it, and it goes like this. It's got a light on the top, and you have this one. Hit again. This guy comes on, and man, it is super duper bright. I mean, it lights up an entire room, but it's really bright. But these guys, this particular strip. Now, I'm not an electronics guy. I'm sure you could probably go to some Adafruit or whatever and buy these guys, but it's just like $1. like $1.50 or something. Like, things are really expensive. They're really cheap, but this particular light strip is super duper bright. So what you do is you rig this thing in, and what I would do on this guy, what you're done with some of the control pads and my monitors. Oh, the monitors. Hold on, I'll show you real quick. Right here. This guy, right? This is for the cockpit. This is for the fighter craft, and it's a fake monitor. You go, beep, it comes on. See, and it lights up. And the trick is you want it to light up, but not to blow it out, look saucy. So what I did was, this comes off. I have attached with magnets. This is attached with magnets. As you can see here, I put aluminum foil on it, so when the light hits this, it bounces off and diffuses it. Okay. So then, if you look up here, that's that guy I just showed you. That's this little sucker. I took it apart. I even cut the battery case out for it. Ran the wire, and so I, of course, rigged up a switch. Now again, when it comes to electronics, there's guys out there who can do it better than I can. So, wiring electronics into electronics, there's tons of people out there who can do it and try to do it really inexpensively. I'm not the guy to follow, but anyway. I took a piece of foam and stuck in there. If you see that light, I glued it in at an angle, so it's projecting this direction. So I have this light set up to where it's like this, see? And notice it's not bouncing into the screen. It's bouncing away. So you put it, I put this above the screen, going the opposite direction, because I knew that I had foil back here, and the foil will bounce off of it. And once you get it in like this, you flip your switch on and pop. So what that is, that's the light bouncing off the foil and reflecting back. And what that does is that creates a soft glow, because when you flip on a TV monitor, it glows, but it's not that bright. So the trick is to have it light up, but not too bright. So I'm doing the same thing with this. I'm gonna take one of these little strip guys and have a light in there, and have a piece of foil on it, so the light's just going to bounce off of it and reflect it. And that's the technique. Oh, Floyd says, nice work there. Thank you. It's these guys are cast pieces. I have molds for these. This is a piece of Sintra I cut and stuck on here. These frames are all made out of Sintra. So these are all Sintra boxes I made, and I realized how I'm going to get the frame, so I made this out of foam. So this is all really dense foam. I fabricated, and you guys can see there's magnets. So there's magnets. Oh, sorry. I glued, again, goop. I fucking goop these guys on these little pieces of foam with the magnets on them. So therefore they float, so that it can drop the screen, so you have access to get the batteries really quickly and easily. Because I knew when I made these things, I want these to be flat profiled, like an LCD screen. So in the future, you're not like big TVs, and on a fighter craft, I wanted them floating independently. So I got really inspired by the game Cyberpunk. Had these things everywhere on control panels and cars. So it was kind of my inspiration for that, was these guys. So I have 3 of them. One X a real monitor, and the 2 ones are fake. But that's how I do it. That's how I'm gonna light this guy up. Oh, those knobs are great. Yeah, these are knobs I found somewhere. Radio knobs, something like that, out of aluminum, and I cast them. So I have a gang mold. So I just got tons of these. I'm a matter of fact, for the show, I gotta get some casting resin on one of these days. I should be working and cast up more knobs for the cockpit and stuff. So, all right, guys, there you go. I gotta go. I gotta take a little break. All right. Everybody, thank you for your patience. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I apologize that I haven't been making tutorials. So what I do to keep the enthusiasm going is to make these videos, do my live streams, and show you what I'm working on, so you don't leave you guys in the dark, because I don't want to disappear on you guys. So that's what I did last time, and I told my director friend, I said, I'll do this movie for you, but I don't want any NDAs. I want to be able to post and share what I'm building. And he said, fine. So that's part of the deal. So if I ever work for anybody again, that is going to be part of my deal, is that everything I do, I have to post, because I can't disappear for months. It's ridiculous. Okay, this is get some rest, Ted. Thank you guys. Ted, don't underestimate just showing us the process of anything you're doing. Oh, thank you, Becky. I appreciate that. I hopefully, I think all these are all helpful tips for getting people excited about things. Have a great weekend. Well, it's pretty much over for me, guys. Everybody, thank you so much. And thank you all on twitch.tv/eviltedsmith for watching me. If you guys are still supporting me on Twitch, I appreciate that. Thanks for watching. And a big shout out, thank you for Ivy Do Kitty for stopping by and saying hello. We definitely going to reconnect and do a cool thing together. And I think you're not here doing with the. Thanks, Becky. All right, guys. Dude, I have one of those Harbor Freight lights on my front door. Dude, they're ridiculously bright, and that's what gave me the idea for these light pads. So just buy these guys, take the screws out, gut it, and just wire it up. All right? Guys, thank you so much. April, thank you so much, April, hanging out. Guys, everybody, thank you for coming out with me today. Hopefully, we'll see where I'm at next Sunday. I might be wrapping things up because, yeah, because I shoot Monster Paloozas this week. I'm gonna try to go. I'm gonna try to get some stuff done so I can go for a day or two. All right, guys.